In your organization, do people spend a lot of time on what I call never-ending arguments? Years ago, I had a front row seat for a never-ending argument. It would happen between two people, two department heads, otherwise good employees. But every month when a performance metric had to be reported, they started to argue. It was all about the interpretation of the statistic. One person favored an interpretation that made the department look better. The other person said, nope, can't do that, have to take a more conservative approach. The person who favored the conservative approach was the one who was in charge of writing the report. And even though every month there would be a lively 30-minute voices raised discussion about the interpretation of this metric, he refused to change it. Sometimes at work, it does make sense to fight for something that you believe in. But should it be happening every month like clockwork? Because these arguments, more than 30 minutes long, for both people, that's an hour. 12 times a year, that's 12 hours of productive time. You also have to remember, the people who are working around the arguing, they are affected as well. Their productivity goes down. Suddenly, you see how this little argument every month, it starts to add up, really hurt performance. Ultimately, the person who writes the report, they have the say. Maybe this is an issue to take up the chain of command if it makes sense, but otherwise, you can't keep rehashing the same argument every month. It just wastes too much time. Sometimes you're not going to like how something is interpreted. You got to live with it rather than spend a lot of time worrying about it and disrupting others. An unending argument can lead to major productivity problems.